28th of August, Tuesday, and you're back in business with me, Harsha Subramanian. Biocon, India's leading biotechnology company, is bullish on growth and research after a healthy set of numbers last quarter. Joining me now, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, CMD of Biocon. Ma'am, many thanks for joining us on Bloomberg TV India. You've always said that Biocon's core strength is in research, and your R&D budgets have been getting progressively higher if you look at the kind of investments that you've made in the previous quarter as well. What's your game plan behind these spends?
Well, we are in a space where we are balancing our investments in R&D between novel programs and biosimilars. And we are in a space where R&D investments are going to be much larger than what industry is used to in the generic space. So I think we're looking at very large investments in both these segments. But having said that, I think at least in the biosimilar space, there is a large emerging opportunity in emerging markets. And I think it's very important for a company like Biocon to continue to invest in the kind of R&D programs that we are pursuing, because it is not a crowded market, and success in many of these programs will provide us with a huge differentiated upside. So I think it's extremely important. And I think it's important for me to mention that unlike most other pharmaceutical companies who are highly leveraged, we are not. And I think we are self-financing our R&D and our CapEx. And I think so far our track record with R&D has been very good.
Kiran, you've had a 23% growth in biopharmaceuticals in the first quarter. How do you see this vertical contributing to your growth? How big is this domestic formulations opportunity, and are you well equipped to exploit this?
Well, we have a target of seeing this particular part of our business assume a size of 1,000 crores in the next 5 years, and we are seeing ourselves grow 50% year on year. And I think this is what is going to help us build a very strong brand visibility, and of course based on both market share and the kind of product segmentation and differentiation that we have strategized on.
If you're going to be investing higher in your R&D budgets, do you see your profitability coming under pressure? How do you hope to improve on your own margin performance?
If you look at our business models, we have got various balancing verticals. So whilst we see R&D spends increase, we're also seeing various parts of our businesses grow very robustly, and they are sort of providing us the kind of profits to invest in our increasing R&D spends.
Let me ask you a macro question, Kiran. What is your assessment of the macroeconomic environment as you see it in India? Most business leaders we talk to talk about confidence being low with what's happening around in Delhi. Is that the sense that you're getting?
Well, certainly I think the business sentiments are very low, and I think there is a general concern about various aspects of how the economy is going. First and foremost, I think we are very concerned about the general global economic challenges that every industry has to face, and this is being compounded by a lack of positive signals coming from the government in terms of economic reforms. But other than that, I think the major concern that I have is the lack of focus on infrastructure development. I mean, today we are facing a very serious concern of a drought-like condition where we are going to be very challenged with a very critical power condition, water, agriculture, rising inflation, and then on top of this we have a lot of political issues to handle, which are also causing a lot of concern amongst the global community. So I think India has a lot to do to correct its image. Part of it is perceived, part of it is real, but I think we have to really make sure that we obliterate these very negative perceptions that investors have of India right now.
Very quickly, one last question, ma'am. What is your expectation from the finance minister right now? There is a political turmoil. What can he do to restore investor and business confidence?
Well, basically I feel that, the finance minister has to see how he can push through at least a few of the reforms. And above all, I really wish that we could actually focus on some of the developmental issues, power sector. We need to focus on, greater investment in terms of road and connectivity infrastructure. I think we would like to see greater, attention being given on state-related issues where, government from the center must encourage states to invest in infrastructure development. And of course, there are so many other programs, rural health, education. All these are just on paper. Nothing seems to have really taken off. So I think, we need to see some positive direction, and at least if we look at some of the important issues, like, some of the FDI issues in aviation, in banking, in insurance, and of course in the power sector. I think power sector needs a lot of attention.
I'd be lovely with that. Many thanks for joining us. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, CEO of Biocon there. Coming up next in business, Sean Darby of Jefferies on rising expectations of stimulus